A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development on the global stage, President Donald Trump revealed that he had a lengthy conversation with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday, where they discussed the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and the looming nuclear threat posed by Iran. The call, lasting over an hour, comes in the wake of a surprise drone attack by Ukraine on Russian military airfields, which Kyiv claims resulted in significant damage to over 40 Russian bombers. Trump characterized the conversation as good, although he acknowledged that it would not lead to immediate peace. The Kremlin confirmed the call and noted that Putin expressed a strong intent to retaliate against Ukraine for the recent strikes. Trump, in his social media post, did not clarify whether he urged Putin to refrain from retaliatory actions. The situation remains tense as fighting persists more than 3 years after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The U.S. president also addressed concerns regarding Iran's nuclear ambitions during the call, asserting that both he and Putin agreed on the necessity for Iran to abandon its pursuit of nuclear weapons. Trump indicated that he believes Iran is delaying its decision-making process, emphasizing the urgency for a definitive answer. As a former presidential candidate, Trump has repeatedly promised to resolve the Russia-Ukraine conflict swiftly, yet his peace-brokering efforts have yet to yield results, leaving both nations at an impasse regarding territorial agreements. Meanwhile, the relationship between the Biden administration and Ukraine has been strained, as Trump and his administration have criticized Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Trump's tone towards Putin has also shifted, with the U.S. leader recently labeling the Russian president as absolutely crazy. The call comes at a time when Ukraine is advocating for increased U.S. sanctions against Moscow. Following the drone strikes, U.S. officials have indicated that Russia is likely preparing to retaliate. Putin's aide confirmed that both leaders found the exchange of views productive, with a commitment to maintain ongoing communication. Despite ongoing negotiations, the peace talks remain stagnant, with Ukraine's leadership exerting pressure on Trump to escalate sanctions against Russia. Trump has threatened to withdraw aid from Ukraine if peace efforts fail, while also hinting at further sanctions targeting Russia. The Ukrainian government has accused Russia of stalling negotiations and manipulating the process to avoid consequences. In a recent statement, Zelensky emphasized the need for Russia to understand the true cost of war, insisting that they must feel the consequences of their actions. The two sides did agree to continue prisoner exchanges, but both Ukrainian officials have expressed skepticism about the potential for a lasting ceasefire agreement. Trump faces pressure domestically as well, with Republican Senator Lindsey Graham advocating for a sanctions bill that would impose significant tariffs on countries purchasing Russian energy products. The Kremlin has responded to the ongoing negotiations with caution, urging patience and emphasizing that work is ongoing. However, former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev has painted a grim picture of the talks, suggesting that they aim for a swift Russian victory rather than a compromised peace. Meanwhile, the situation in Ukraine remains precarious, with reports of increased Russian drone attacks. The U.S. Embassy in Ukraine has issued security alerts, advising American citizens to exercise caution amid the escalating violence. As the geopolitical landscape continues to evolve, the world watches closely for any signs of resolution in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.